Morning, everybody. So today is Funky Friday. I don't know. TGIF. TGIF, thank God I'm free. I'm not as free as I used to be. I used to have a lot more freedom as far as time and things. And maybe it's because of the pandemic, I'm locked in and all that kind of stuff, so it doesn't feel as free, because I do have a lot of free time, but sometimes you got to do things and you get schedules. But anyways, let's get right into it. I've got some announcements regarding me and the creations I've created and all that. And it sort of stems from the Minnesota Event Planners Expo. And the reason this is kind of all happening a lot now is because the Event Expo normally is the first Wednesday in March. And that was a couple days ago. So that's why it's heavy on my head. I've been in the event business ever since I was a little kid, something event related. My magical entertainment, I was at a lot of events, and then I started creating events. And so the Minnesota Event Planners Expo, it's probably in the description somewhere on here at minnesotaeventexpo.com. I've got why don't I just pull those things up, because I've got them all on here in this fancy dancy platform called, here it is, the minnesotaeventexpo.com right there. That's what it is, minnesotaeventexpo.com. What that is it's a trade show for people that are event professionals to come and resource and find all the things that they need for their events. Tents and staging and lighting and entertainers and speakers and hotels and casinos, limousine services, cruises on the lake, cruises on the river, all that stuff. And basically under the four things: events, hospitality, travel, and tourism. That was my whole thing pre-COVID, and COVID kind of said, you can't do that. So I've been doing other things, as you may have noticed, with all things happening. But I'm starting to build this out, and I had a lot of this built on Facebook. And Facebook, for those that don't know, I lost my old Facebook account, and it was an old Facebook account. It was from when they used to put the states. My address, I think, was bradgudum.mn, because I'm in Minnesota. They used to have the .mn, and the states were regulated or focused. And now it's not that way so much. But I got a new account. Hopefully they'll let me keep it. And I'm not building it all this on Facebook. I had a lot of it built before on Facebook, but it wasn't all built on Facebook. But I had event professional groups, which right now is an orphan group out there on the internet with no admin because they took me away. It's still there. People are still posting stuff on it, but there's nobody controlling it. It's just, it wasn't a huge group, but it was focused on Minnesota event professionals. So the new thing that I'm doing now, let me see if I can find that on here. Event Vendor Showcase. This is something that I'm segmenting out into part of the Synergy Collaborative, which is something that I've had for a while. I had that. It was event focused. What I'm doing now is I'm taking this outside on the fringe of non-event related stuff. I try to focus, but when I focus and someone pulls the rug out from everything, I decided to kind of put some safety nets on the side of the Walinda's tightrope. So a lot of this is under the Synergy Collaborative right here, Synergy Collaborative. Now, a lot of this stuff you're not going to totally understand because it's in my head. But basically what it is it's the Synergy Collaborative is a collaborative of collaboratives. It's a membership of memberships. It's because like in the event industry, as far as associations where it requires to be a member of a certain association, there's multiple associations in the event industry. There's Meeting Professionals International, International Live Events Association, National Association of Catering and Events, the Minnesota Festivals and Events Association. MPI is international, by the way, Meeting Professionals International. There's the GBTA, I think, the Global Business Travel Association. There's incentive travel associations. There's trade show associations. There's trade show exhibitor associations. There's an exhibitor show that a fellow magician colleague of mine created back in Las Vegas. Huge show about just exhibiting. 1 second. I've got a comment here. Who is it? It's Lori. Hi, Lori. How are you? Lori says, hi there. Hi, Lori. So I'm pulling all this stuff back together, and I believed before COVID, I thought everybody's always going to want to connect with events. So I supported other people's events, whether they be vendor fairs or craft shows or meetups or seminars or workshops or conferences or conventions. I would always promote and strategically place those events in certain places and help people with their events. Sometimes they paid me, sometimes I just did it because it was event related. And COVID came along and the events were gone. I thought that, I mean, they're going to be back. I mean, when COVID goes away, 100% or 99.9%, people will be back to events. It's starting to happen now. But I thought it was kind of like, you know, bulletproof, but live and learn. So I sort of took a year off, and I've been doing other things, affiliate marketing and promoting other things here, there, and other ways, but I'm building my own thing out. So I'm looking for people that want to collaborate and work together to build this out. And like I said, it's not centralized. Granted, I have a domain name for it. I've got a web page. I used to have a website, but I've decided not to build it on a website. And here's the reason. Because with a website, even if you build it out yourself, things change with it. The internet is dynamic and always changing. You notice that Facebook went through a lot of changes. There's censorship on Twitter. There's censorship on everything. So I'm not centralizing things in one spot. I've got little things all over the place, and that's just the way that I'm building this out so that it's non-centralized. It's focused on the Minneapolis area, but that doesn't mean that someone from Iowa can't come into Minneapolis, or someone from Minneapolis isn't going to go and do a retreat in Costa Rica or Bali, Indonesia. So it's set up that way so that we can support the people. It's about we the people doing our own thing and still utilizing the internet and social media platforms to be able to do it, but not building everything on one platform. So I have websites, but I'm not going to build this concept out on one website. So the Synergy Collaborative is not centralized. So let me pull that down. Let me show you a couple others. I've got an affiliate program with this thing that I'm doing. This is the Synergy Affiliate Program for anybody that's interested in earning money, helping promote this, build this thing out. An affiliate program, for those that don't know, it's basically being the middleman, where when you refer a client or a member or a customer, you end up earning a commission from it. And I'm building this out also on multiple platforms. I'm not going to rely on one platform for all this stuff. So that's the way I'm building this out. But I'm still staying in control because I have the domain name that I'm capable of redirecting it to wherever I need to redirect it if for some reason something happens. Like I had some things going on, and these platforms did not like that I was doing a certain thing, and they decided to take away my Stripe account, and they canceled my Aweber account, my email account. Again, I've known about this for a long time. I've been online since AOL, since Netscape launched. Netscape, one of the first platforms, the browsers. So I've never really wanted to build my stuff all in one spot. So I lost the Aweber account because they didn't like what I was putting out. And so that's their, I mean, if you look at those terms of service that places have, it's paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs, and they change them on you, and you have to reread all of it because they won't tell you where the changes were. They just make the change and expect you to reread it and understand it. And it's done that way so that if you goof up, they can broom you. And you're not in control. So maybe I'm a control freak. I don't know. So there's the Synergy Affiliate Program. I've also got the, oh, what happened here? My computer just enlarged. So I think I showed you the Synergy Vendor Showcase, the Minnesota Event Planner Expo. You can rewind this video if you go on YouTube and refine these things. I've got my MagicBrad show. This is what we're on right now, the MagicBrad show. And I've also got mymagicbrad.com domain. I used to have websites, and now I've got a couple of websites that I've got out of that are blogs that generate traffic and stuff. But just the ability for platforms to change things makes me skeptical of building something on sand. So I've gone for almost 11 minutes, so I'm going to close this off. If you have any questions or comments, you can contact me. I've got another domain right here, ContactMagicBrad.com. That's how you get a hold of me. You know how to get a hold of me if you want to talk about all this stuff. So I'm building this out for people that are either in the event profession or want to use a live event to market and promote their product, service, or cause. So if there's a business owner that has a coffee shop and they want to get more people coming to their coffee shop for their acoustic Sunday show or something, we can leverage that to put the right people in the coffee shop. Like say for example, they did catering on the side. We would put event planners from Cargill, Medtronic, 3M, Honeywell, Pillsbury, General Mills, put these event planners in there that might use their catering service, their coffee catering. So it's doing this with strategy, and I'm doing it this way because I see a lot of people that put their information up, and they don't care where they put it. They just put anything anywhere just because there's a lot of people and they think that people are going to click on it and buy things. What really happens, in my opinion, is that stuff gets suppressed because the algorithms know that you're posting crap everywhere. And not that your stuff is crap, but they look at it as spam and they suppress it. So I'm building this out in a different way. You notice that I didn't put links in the description because I believe that Facebook restricts things when it has links in it. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. You don't know. So I'm always dynamic and always changing, just like the internet is dynamic and always changing. If you want to join me in this collaborative, you can go to the Synergy Collaborative, and there's a place to get on the email list. Or if you want to join the collaborative, I can explain it in more detail to you. It's got multiple levels because different people have different budgets for different things. So it's very, very variable, flexible. We can make this work. So that's it. That's all I got for you. Peace, love, and happiness. This is MagicBrad signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be well, be good, be kind, be safe, be nice.